everyone, my name is Atika Humaira. I am a student from Foundation of Science. So this is my group assignment for Proficiency English. We have to do our essay and this is the video of it. So the title of our essay is Why Social Media is Hard More Than Improving Our Society. So enjoy! I'm sure most people around the world have social media on their smartphones. Various felicities we can get from the sophistication of various social media that we can be accessed for free now. But do we realize that social media does a lot of harm if we misuse it? For example, there will be born teenagers who are not good at socializing, cyberbully, and so on. The consequences of this can sometimes have a huge impact on a person's mental health and can lead to suicide attempt. Try to imagine if this happened to our family or even those closest to us, especially in a situation where the world is facing an invisible enemy threat, which is COVID-19. Most people take the initiative to do everything through mobile phones or their gadgets. This indicates that our own children will often use gadgets to learn, especially our little ones. We need to keep an eye on them on every website they visit, lest they open up things that should not be. Here I want to emphasize this advantages of social media so that we are always alert to the bad stuff it brings.
Hi, my name is Shafinas. Firstly, I would like to point out on why social media is more harmful than doing good to our society. It has an adverse effect on our mental and emotional health. Social media have emerged a lot of young adults and teenagers that have a severe case of anxiety. There are two causes to this. The first one is FOMO, also known as fear of missing out. This is when we constantly check our social media, witnessing other people having a good time and a good life. And it is also when we don't want to miss out on a conversation at work or school, on the latest trend and gossip. Subconsciously, this has made us very insecure. We care about what people think and how people perceive us. Somehow, social media have created this beauty standard and a standard on how you should live your life. The second cause is when social media has created a society perspective called echo chambers. This is when certain people self-isolated themselves and unfriend and unfollow people who doesn't agree with their opinion and seek people who agree with their opinion. This individual will develop echo chamber where one narrative is viciously recycled. Their interests aren't open to new ideas. While other people who have other opinion are forced to follow what society thinks because they do not want to be called an outcast. This is how this is how a country wouldn't develop because they aren't willing to open up to new ideas and new possibility. Yeah. We should always be willing to try new things and new ideas.
One of the main issues with social media is having on teens is lack of communication skill. Verbally communication with others is one of the most important aspects of daily life. But now, this is a new era, as most parents raise their children from an early age by giving them gadgets, as it has been their practice to spend time surfing social media since childhood. Nowadays, without parents' guidance, they have a lot of time with social media. They just think it's good for their children, but that was not. They will not see impact to their children. It will allow bad things to affect them. When under parental supervision, they socialize and there is not restriction imposed for them. It gives them an unhealthy habit. Nowadays, gadgets are more important in life. For example, only waking up in the morning, for instance, and staring at the phone before doing other things. More people today also cannot live without social media, which cause them to socialize less with others and only communicate on social media.
The last point that I would like to emphasize in this topic is cyberbullying. It is one of the problems that we used to hear when we ask about the bad effect of social media. Basically, cyberbullying is a kind of harassment that not including any physical contact, but it is using an electronic devices such as smartphones, laptop or computer. It is known as online bullying because the bully is done through social media. The examples that we can see, that we can show, that we can prove that someone is cyberbullying is when someone sends a mean text, a mean comment to you in order to make you feel scared, insecure and threatened by them. Other than that, we can see when someone is sharing a false rumor about you and your secret in public and online. Actually, cyberbullying is more dangerous compared to physical bullying because if we facing a physical bullying and the situation happen at school, we can escape from the bullies by reporting the situation, the bullies, to the teachers and our parents, and we can stay at home in order to avoid meeting them. But in cyberbullying, we cannot escape from them easily other than stop using social media. It is because we don't even know who is the owner of account that send a mean text or share a false rumor. But it is hard to stop using social media because these days, in order to get the information of news, of our study, we have to go through the social media and use the social media to give a benefit to us. So from the situation, from cyberbullying, the bullied or the victim will have a trauma or depression or mental health, a problem with mental health because they're being ashamed and unable to overcome the hard situation when people know about your secret, about your pictures, private pictures, or something that make you feel insecure of yourself. So to all of us, in order to avoid ourselves from being one of the victims of cyberbullying, we should we must aware of every single thing that we share in social media about our picture, our videos, our status, or our everything. We should aware about it. We should think twice or thrice about it, and we should never share our password or account detail to anyone, including your family. It seems like do not trust anyone in order for you to save. So you must be careful of everything that you want to tell, you want to talk, in public, in online, like Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, Twitter, you should think about, you should recheck your text, you should recheck your videos, so that there is no misunderstanding of your video. Just remember that cyberbullying is dangerous and for you and for your health, so be careful.
So yeah, in conclusion, social media affects every single teenager, either directly or indirectly, where social media built a society that depends on other people's opinion about themselves to feel society accepted, where teenagers can't communicate in real life and end up being antisocial, where bully get away, victims suffer the consequences of harassment. There is an entire world on outside of social media. Learn to enjoy everything the world has to offer. You may be surprised on how much you had missed out. Ciao.